You ever notice how saving money feels slow at the beginning? Like you're doing everything right. You're saying no to things you want, watching your spending, maybe even putting a bit aside every month, and still, it feels like nothing is really changing. You check your balance, and it's like, that's it? So you start wondering, is it even worth it? Here's the part most people don't realize. The problem isn't you, it's the phase you're in. There's this idea called the 8-4-3 rule when it comes to building your first 100K, and it explains something that almost everyone experiences, but very few people talk about honestly. The first 100K takes the longest, not because you're bad with money, not because you're too late, but because in the beginning, everything depends on you. Your income, your discipline, your decisions. There's no momentum yet. Imagine you're pushing a car. At first, it barely moves. You're using all your energy just to get it rolling. That's your first 100K. For most people, it can take around 8 years to reach that point. 8 years of saving, adjusting, making small sacrifices that don't always feel like they're paying off. And that's where most people quit. Not because they're incapable, but because it feels invisible. But then something changes. Once you hit that first 100K, your money starts doing a little bit of the work for you. Not all of it, but enough to feel different. The next 100K might take 4 years, and after that, maybe 3. Same person, same habits, but now there's momentum. That's the part people underestimate. We tend to think progress should feel fast from the beginning, but with money, it's the opposite. It's slow, then suddenly it's not. And psychologically, that's hard, because during those first years, there's no applause, no visible reward, just quiet consistency. You're building something, but it doesn't look like much yet. The turning point isn't really the money, it's how you start seeing it. You stop asking, why is this taking so long? And you start asking, am I staying consistent long enough for it to work? That shift changes everything. Because now you're not chasing quick results, you're trusting a process. And in real life, that might look simple. You automate a small amount every month, even when it feels insignificant. You resist the urge to constantly restart or chase new strategies. You let time do what it's designed to do. Quietly multiply effort. Not perfectly, not aggressively, just steadily. And over time, something subtle happens. Money stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like support. Not because you suddenly have millions, but because you built a system that doesn't rely on motivation. So if you're at the beginning right now, feeling like it's slow or even pointless sometimes, that's not failure. That's the hardest part of the journey. And the truth is, most people never get past it. Not because they couldn't, but because they didn't realize that slow progress was actually the sign they were doing it right. You don't need to rush it. You just need to stay with it long enough for it to start working with you. Because once it does, everything feels different. Not overnight, but noticeably. And sometimes that's all you need to keep going.